12:24. We just got back from lunch. I'm looking at the Nasdaq right now, trying to push up through this pivot point. So I'm going to try to look for those longs. I want to see some like push back up here. I think this is kind of where I want to get in here. Long, get in long here. And now we're basically like looking for this to continue straight through that 160 area, targeting that 200 up there. 21,200 to the upside there is what I would kind of be targeting here on this push. You can see we dipped down, got a very strong response right back up now. So I like it. We're right there at that pivot point, right? So we're right there at that pivot point. We've got this kind of trend line kind of set up here. Get this push straight up there. VWAP right now. VWAP is right there, 21,220s. And it is looking perfecto here. I might even look to add into this if we like kind of build a little bull flag here above the 21 EMA. Right, so 21 EMA, that blue line is what I want to see. Right now, we're looking at the 1 minute chart. This is the 1 minute chart. If we go back over to this screen, this is the 2 minute chart. But if you go to the 5 minute, you can see on the 5 minute chart holding that pivot point right there. So that's why I like these longs above this pivot point. And I'm going to try to add on this little dip right here. We've not fully like sized in here. So I'm pretty much like, as long as I kind of basically want to see that 140 area hold up, right? We hold up the 140s and then we look for this, get through 172. If we break through 172, I can then move my stop up. So there's that little push holding that 150 area. And we'll look to kind of see how that 170 reacts, right? We'll see the 170 push here. And then kind of, I want to see if we can't get to the VWAP. Oh, she's going 180s now. Every time I look up, it just keeps going. All right, let's get right to these wicks, right? We get to these wicks here, and that's where I'll look to try to take some profit in this area with the wicks there. We can always re-enter if it does want to go higher, but I'll put one order out there. And then the VWAP's up there at the 220, 221s. So we got kind of this goal from the 53s now, that 197 level, and then 217s up there. What a move, baby. What a move. You can see here on the Nasdaq as well, that 5 minute chart, the breakout. Look at that. Oh my Lord. We basically were buying once we got above the high of this previous 5 minute candle. We had the pivot point there. Oh, she's going. We're trying to get filled here. 97s. Trying to get it. 97s. Oh yeah. Oh buddy. What I love about this too is like the trap, right? The trap was so obvious in terms of this dipping down below that 21 EMA, dipping below the pivot point and all of that. And then it's just that like quick rip back up. So we kind of dip down, we rip back up, we turn the 21 EMA into support. We take some longs here off the 150s and we're about to lock it in right here at this 97 level now. There we go, taking some profit there. And then our next target will be that 217, which is right there where the VWAP is. 202 is the high of that previous candle from earlier, right there, 202 area. So I like that to push 220s here. I like it to push the 220s here. We did just push into the VWAP on the ES right now. ES tapping into the VWAP there. Nasdaq not tapping into the VWAP just yet. But we're going to let this see if it can't work its way there, right? Work its way there, and then we'll lock in the profit. Kind of put in this higher low right here. So we had this little higher low. Well, kind of like back up into this. But then right now, I'm trying to put in this little bit of a structure here to get this continuation to push. Right now, we're looking at the 1 minute chart here. So this is the 1 minute chart. We look at the Nasdaq, you can see on the 5 minute candle, very aggressive 5 minute close there. We closed very aggressively. So let's see. I think I'm actually gonna add here above the 190s. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna add above the 190s here. for kind of that breakout of this little bit of right above the high of this candle. We kind of already broke through there, but I want to see just a little bit more momentum. Okay, we're adding now, and we're going to look to sell all of this into the 200 push now up there towards the VWAP. Wondering where we might stop at. Stop would basically be like break even now on this. I want to see this momentum continue to get right through that 90 area, 200s, and then up there towards the 220s there at the VWAP would be my ultimate goal, right? Ultimate goal of getting there. Nasdaq still looking good here on the 5-minute chart. We're kind of holding this middle of that 5-minute candle, very bullish to see VWAP right there. I like it. I like it a lot. Looking real good. Looking real good. Get through the pivot point, holding up there, the 180, and then right there, VWAP. I mean, 5-minute chart right now, paying the bills. Look at the 15-minute chart. The breakout there as well. Getting through that 200 level puts us right up there at the VWAP next. So a little bit of consolidation here. Getting tight right there at the 190s. All right, so we're just kind of holding up there at the 180s. Like I said, we kind of wanted to stay up in here, this 180, 170 level. If we push through 80, I might add right here again, kind of just like, ooh, there we go. I'm going to add right there and then look for this push all the way through the 200s now. I mean, it's bull flag, right? Like we got to add to a bull flag here. Can't not take the bull flag. 21,200. Look at that. How nice that is going. Get through the 200s. We should be able to get right up there towards the VWAP now. There's that VWAP we're trying to get to 220. There we go. Into the 200s now. We're taking out this, trying to get through this little high earlier. A little bit of trouble right there, that high from earlier, but let's see if we can continue this momentum to the upside. That blue line, 21 EMA again, just to confirm. We do have a pivot point at the 216 area on the hourly chart. Give me some more. Get above that 210s at least. Put a couple another order out here at the 18s, 13, 18 level. Remember, we started this trade down at the 50s. We've been adding to it, but bigger time frames. 15-minute chart. Kind of thinking that this 15-minute candle wants to push up there to the VWAP now. So I'm always looking at different time frames. Don't just focus on one time frame. Look at different time frames. Look at the larger time frames. That way you get a little more confidence to feel like, hey, I'm good. I can hold on to this, right? I don't need to be scared. One little red candle on the 1-minute chart does not make the bigger time frame invalidated. So let's keep this going. 213s to push. She's trying to push through. Look how tight it's getting right there. 210s getting tight. ES is pushing nicely. Nasdaq's trying to push through here. Getting filled. 215s. Get some more at 218. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my stop right here, right? And then I'm hopefully going to get this taken out, and then we're going to follow this higher, possibly to try to get a better sell here above the 220s. Possibly. As soon as we break 220, I'm moving my stop up to follow this price higher if we break 220. Just in case we get like a 230, 240 push, just a big boner candle. It happens sometimes. What a trade. What an absolute beautiful trade here, though. Really happy with it. All right, we got to get through the 220. I'm moving this stop to the 210s now on those last contracts, just to lock it in here. But if anything, we get more push, so it's more free money basically. And stopped out. So you can see our original entries down here. 56s up there to the VWAP. It all played out so beautifully. There's the VWAP push, that yellow line, ding, ding, ding. The pivot points, the 5-minute chart showing us that bull flag, the trap, right? We trapped below that pivot. We got right back up there. We pushed right to the VWAP now. And would you look at that? It pulls back. Who would have thought? VWAP, pivot points, BullFlags. Pivot points, VWAP, BullFlags. If you guys want to learn more, make sure to check out the course. It's $199. Learn how to trade momentum. Get in, get out. Lock it down. Peace to the Middle East.